Hey, look where we're at. We're in Alaska. We're not in Washington. I spared you the expense of doing all the travel stuff. We're here at the parking lot and gonna head into the cabin. It is warm out. I didn't even put on my gear. It's probably like 37 degrees. So we're gonna get in hopefully before dark. Let's go. All right, today we're gonna do some chores and we're gonna go. We're gonna take some stuff out. Need to take the propane tanks out and maybe a 55-gallon drum to get some heating oil. And then we're gonna cruise over to a different area where some friends have a cabin. So we're gonna load up in the trailer, go get the propane filled and maybe the heating oil if I decide to do that. And then we'll head over their way and then we'll probably spend the day out there. It's supposed to be a nice bluebird day, so should get some cool footage. It's super pretty over there, so let's go do it. All right, we'll go get the snow machines warming up, or snow machine, and get this trailer hooked up. So we always keep two full ones as spares, and then these ones are hooked up right now. These ones are, I think one of these is empty for sure. I can get it off here. Yeah, that one's empty. This one's getting close, so we're going to take both these in. Swap these really quick. Oh, pretty full still. Maybe I'll just take the one out, since this guy's pretty good. Have to go back in and restart the pilot lights on those. Snow's hard as a rock. Holy crap, this place is a mess. Alright, what do I need to do here? I need to open this valve. I need a battery. For the pump. I need the hose. It's super frozen. There. then we will hope that the battery is charged. Oh my god, that's really good. Ooh. There we go. Let's see what we got over here. We are a little under 220 gallons out of 300. Okay, get her all loaded up here. Let's see what I can forget. Some snacks. Oh man, that was a good one. Everything's off. Shut off the stove. Alright. Getting some solar. Heck yeah. Okay, I think we're good to go. Right in there. Made a pretty good mess of this hill when I came up the other night, so I'm going to shovel this in really quick. Whew. Here's what we got. 55 gallons stove oil. I loaded one of these by myself. Thought is, get it on its side. And then roll it in here. I feel like I need some tape on these though. Interesting. One's like coarse threads, one's swallow fuel. Try and tip it. It's gonna better. This is tough. Oh yeah, it's not leaking. I'll be able to lift it back up. Yeah, find out. This. Let's get it quick. Real quick. The part is there's a truck right behind the camera. Run this into somebody's car. Come on. Oh, here she goes. Alright, they're all loaded up. Let's get out of here. glove.
such a mess.
All right, this morning we're gonna run out to the truck and grab a couple things. The other day I went and visited a buddy, and he surprised me with a little something. So we gotta go out to the trailer and pick it up. So we'll do that this morning before the snow gets too soft, so it's easier to get up the hill. So let's go do that. This is kind of good to show you how different it is in the winter versus the summer. This is the spot from one of our other videos where this tree came down across that really muddy part or whatever last summer. So anyway, super easy to get things moved around in the winter compared to the summer. So that's where things get hauled in a lot in the winter so that you have the stuff here for your summer projects. We'll show you what my buddy surprised me with up here. Probably won't believe me, but it's pretty awesome. We got some pretty rad friends. Yep, it's another phaser. Can't believe it. So this one I saw like 5 years ago at my buddy's neighbor's house, sitting in the yard, and been trying to get it from him because this is actually the same year, model, and everything of my dad's first exact snowmobile, same colors and everything. And anyway, it's pretty awesome. Guy moved out of state and was able to get it. So it's not running right now. I need to probably clean the carbs and stuff, but it's got the wide skis on the front, so that'll be nice. But we're gonna get this to the cabin and see if we can go through it and get it running. Get it all cleaned up maybe this summer when we come back. Get it all washed and stuff and cleaned up because it's been outside. Anyway, it's pretty rad. Oh, this should be the fun part. Doesn't look like much on camera, but there's a hill right here that's a little steep, and it's got a little bend up at the top. So this will be the hardest part of getting this sled in. Shouldn't be too bad, but this would be the spot where things would go awry, if any. So let's get it. All right, well, here goes nothing. Careful. Well, after getting that shoveled out, we're getting about 1,500 watts. Before I shoveled that, we were getting probably 1,000 to 1,100. I don't know if that made the biggest difference just shoveling that out, because the sun is up a little bit higher now, but anyway, that'll get us charging up pretty good today. I don't even know what to do with all this crap. Okay. Where do I start? All right. Well, I guess while I go through all this stuff, I could talk to everybody about the cabin and the condition we bought it in, why we bought it, some of the specifics of it. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff right here to go through. First thing, I guess, when you buy a remote cabin in Alaska, 9.9 times out of 10, everything that's in that cabin will come with it, because nobody wants to haul all the stuff back out. So, when we were looking and we found this one, it was definitely a plus, because this had a lot of the things that we wanted and things that we didn't know we wanted until after we bought it. Just because there is a lot of stuff that came with it that you don't think about when you've never owned a cabin in the middle of nowhere. So what happens with that is all this stuff you see in this shop, you know, I would say 80% of it was here when we bought the place, maybe 75, but everything you see in here has to be hauled in. There's no road, you know, you can't drive your vehicle here. You either have to come in snow machine in the winter, or in the summertime, you have to come in on an ATV and then cross the lake on a boat or a barge or whatever. Our barge is like basically a floating dock, so you can pull your ATV onto it and then go across. But most people don't haul stuff into their cabins in the summertime because everything is super soft, so super muddy, hard to get in, tears up the trail. We do share the trail with about 2 or 3 other neighbors on the lake, so we try and be respectful and not tear it up. And then whenever it's time to repair things, we all try and pitch in, clear trees, things like that. We've been very lucky. All our neighbors are super, super cool. Couldn't have asked for better neighbors out here. One thing, you know, you don't know what you're getting until you buy a place, so it's pretty awesome. Holy crap, there's lots. So getting back to the part where everything got hauled in, the previous owners of this cabin actually built it in 1990, and before, or when they purchased this place, you could come out and you could stake 5 acres to claim it, basically. So they did a flyover and saw this lake. I believe they landed on the lake and they kind of walked around, and then they saw that that was on part of the land or whatever that was up for grabs on the staking of it. But the road that came close to this area at that time was about, I believe it was about 9 miles from where the cabin sits to the furthest you could drive with a truck or trailer. And then there was no other roads or trails or anything to get in here. So they had to break trail for 9 9 miles. He's told me some stories where, there's a creek that you got to cross. It's, it's not a river, but it's, it's a pretty good creek. Runs pretty good and pretty high and pretty deep. He's telling me where he had to put a cable across, basically, and then he'd come in every Friday night with his family, wife, a few kids, all on ATVs in the summertime, and the kids were small enough. He would, one at a time, he would click onto the cable, and he would take one kid, I believe, on it, basically on his back with one of the ATVs across the creek, and then they would clip onto that cable, so that way if it got too deep or rushed down, they're not losing the ATV or themselves. And they would do that every weekend to get out here and build stuff. So Alaskans are definitely built different than a lot of the lower 48 state people. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then to get everything in, most of the time you'd bring in the big stuff winter time, because everything's frozen. A lot easier to get stuff in with a snow machine versus going through all the muck and stuff in the summertime. So a lot of people will bring in their build packages in the winter time, haul it all in, snow machine, and then they'll leave it there, and then the following spring they'll set all the posts and stuff like that, build the platform. A lot of times they'll build the platform one summer, they'll let it settle through the winter, and then they'll do the rest of the cabin either, probably like in the next winter or the next summer, as much as they can. That was my wife and I's, dream was to buy some property and build. I wanted to build a cabin up here, but after seeing what it takes and living so far away, there's no way that it would have happened. So that's why we kind of we'd actually purchased 5 acres of land in this area on another lake, and we had planned on building there, but we just kind of kept our eye out, or my wife did, and she was able to find this. And luckily, it was during COVID, first of COVID, so it was priced really right, and we just figured if we didn't jump on this place, by the time we built something else, all our kids would be grown up and gone, and we wanted to be able to share this with our kids and our parents. And we don't want our parents to be so old that they can't come visit. So we've been able to get all our parents up here 1 or 2 times, and then the kids come up twice a year with us, usually for the long stints. So they've enjoyed it. But the older they get, they'd probably rather be doing other things. But down the road, I'm sure they'll want to come back up here and enjoy it with their families. So my plan is, once I get to a point where maybe we're spending more time up here or retired or something like that, I would like to build another cabin on a little bit further away from this cabin, but on the same lake. Just so there's kind of 2 separate places. So then that'll give me the opportunity to build a cabin like I wanted to, but it'll be a lot easier being able to stay in this one while I'm working on that one. But again, just think about everything everything you see had to be drug in here by a snow machine or ATV, garage doors, building materials, insulation, 2x4, everything, heaters, racks. It's just concrete. Like you don't see many off-grid places with a concrete shop. I think he told me it was something like 400 bags of concrete they brought in, and they brought it all in the winter with the snow machines, and then they hand mixed everything and poured a slab. So this is the type of stuff, when we found this place, it's like I could never have the time to do something like this or the energy, honestly. So it's definitely a great find. To be able to have an awesome space like this to work in. But everything that's been, everything's been here for some stuff up to 30 years. So it's like when you're going through stuff, you got to really think, like, should I throw this away? What is this for? Could I use this down the road? Could one of my neighbors use it? So it's really hard to get rid of things. But there's so much stuff here when we bought this place. And a lot of it I have gotten rid of. Like we replaced all the plumbing with, I did a video where I replaced all the plumbing with PEX. All the drains and stuff for ABS, and all the old stuff was CPVC. So there was like 1,000 extra fittings for CPVC stuff, that I'm going to take and give to my buddy in town to hopefully give to somebody that can use it. But it's like I'll never use it, and none of our neighbors out here are using CPVC either. So it's stuff like that I'm just trying to go through, organize. I mean, it's been 4+ years, and I'm still finding stuff that I didn't even know we had, because there was boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff that we got when we purchased the place. Things like this. It's like this belt. What's this go to? I have no idea. But do I throw it away? Because is something going to break and I'm going to wish I had this belt? I don't know. Is it to a vacuum cleaner, or is it to something more important? But, I'm going to end up probably getting rid of it, because it's going to sit here and I have no clue what it's for. And it looks too small to be anything for a snow machine or an ATV. So those are kind of the only things that came with the place that I would need it for. It's like, what's this? This is part of a fish scale, maybe? Like silicone extension tip. Didn't know I had that. But like, this is the CPVC. I have a full 5-gallon bucket full of it. And then all these metal fittings that I'll never use. I kept some for some of the propane piping and stuff, but there's so many here that are too big or for water or something, but I'll never end up using them. So hauling these out. Portable refractometer. I don't even know what that is. I probably should. Google. Carburetor kit for what carburetor? Who knows? So much stuff. Probably wish I had those someday. So this shop is, I believe it's 19 or 20 wide by 23 or 24 long. It's got garage doors on both ends, which is cool, so you can pull a machine through. Here's one thing, though, this is crazy. In Alaska, everything lifts and rises and moves, and anyway, look at the back of this shop. So you can see how everything just rose. This used to be the paint line that was at the concrete. I guess that's where the I think that may be where it's, I'm not sure why it didn't go all the way down. Maybe this just went to the floor, but you can see it's rows either 4 or 6 3/4 inches, depending on if this was on the floor or if this was down below it, which I believe, by looking at the concrete here, this must have just went to the concrete. Anyway, it's rows 4 inches. You can tell it's been like that for a while, because look at the top of the door. You can see the original framing and how it's at an angle now. And then they reframed the door square. God, there's a lot of stuff. What am I going to do with all this crap? It's time to go eat some lunch. Oh my God. Okay, how long are these? 10 footers. All right, let's make it 40 inches tall. Oh, Jesus. There it is. Holy crap. All right, I'll do a little over 40. Chop that end off. Probably should plug it in, huh? Might help. Might help a little bit. What do we need here, people? How about an extension cord? Big one. Oh yeah. That bad boy will work. Whoa. Makes lights dim. That's cool. Whoa. Really? A nail first thing? Come on. Are you kidding me, dude? Why? First cut. First cut. Oh God. Jesus, what's going on? Close. I don't want that shorter if I put casters under it. How tall are casters?
Storage? Well, I made this clamshell workbench tabletop that is hinged so it can go straight up against a wall, or you can swing them together to have a nice large work surface to work upon. Once all of our framing is in place, I install some 3-inch tall casters.
Oh God. Okay, let's go 3.5. What's up with this tape measure? This thing sucks. Let's say this is the top. So you go 3.5 the cross support. Those are 16. 16 for those. So I'm just gonna have a super tall ass counter. This plus 3 inches. If I put casters under it, might be kind of cool actually. Let's make it hard. 39 and 11/16. Pretty close. And then I go 20 1/4. Oh my God. We're dying. 25.5 is 20 1/4. Means we got 5 1/4. 2x4s. That's 3 inches. No, 3 inches total. So 2 1/4 less. 70 3/4. 70 3/4. 20.5 or 20 1/4. 1.5 for 2x4. 20 1/4. Math's hard. 1.5 for 2x4. Wait, what? What in the world? That's not right. 20 1/4. Dude, I'm almost, what? 20 1/4. So I needed to be 1/4 inch less? What? Is that right? A little over 24. I think that might be right on. This might work. It's gonna work. Huh. I think I got lucky. Yep. All right. Keep screwing that together. 73. This way. Equation. All right. Here's what I got together. Now I can take these. I'll have to go like this and slide those in like everybody online's doing. but I'm going to put a shelf down here. I was going to make it so I could hang 2 of these, but then you got to have bars in the center here to hold the bottom ones, and I wanted to be able to use these or not use these and still have a lot of storage underneath, so this should work. I might have to change this out though to a 2x6 because this one's a little bit loose. There's not enough, area there when it slides in, so I got to measure that out and see what we can do. That was scary. 2 fits, 3 fits. Okay, just so you know, to build one of these, you could either make it 2 inches less wide. That would be 74. 74 wide is what you want. No, wait. Yeah. Right? Hell, I don't know. I don't know. Do the math on your own, I guess. Good luck. Mine's almost done. Hey, look at that. It worked. So we'll get a piece of plywood for the bottom, piece of plywood for the top, and that one will be done. And then we're going to build another one to go over here. Okay, I'm going to give you the cut list of what I built. Could probably be built better with less waste, but I'll just give you what I did, and if it helps you, great. If not, good luck. So these are 4x6s, but these could be 4x4s. This is all I had was 4x6s. I made these 39 3/4 tall. 4 of those. And these could be 4x4s, and it's not going to change anything just because I went this way, so it'll just be a little bit shorter this way. So 4 of those. What did I say? 39 3/4. Okay. I have 4 2x4s that are 25 inches long. Those go down here. 4 of those, 25 inches long. I have 2 2x4s that are 66 1/8 long. 66 1/8, 2 of them. They go down here and screw into the 25-inch ones. Okay? I have 2 2x4s, 73 inches long. Those go right here, front rail, 73 inches. Okay. Then I have, for the sides over here, okay, for the sides over here, these are a 2x4, 31 inches long, 2 of them. And then for these under pieces right here that hold these up, these are 2x6s. These are 28 inches long. So I cut 4 of these 28 inches long, 2x6s. But these ones I did have to cut down to 4.5 wide. So I guess if you didn't want to do that, you'd have to remeasure everything. But I'm just letting you know what I cut. So as you can see, 2x6 goes down. This 2x6 under here that I cut down to 4.5 wide screws into the bottom. Leaves you 2 inches of room right here for this to slide in. We're going to do sheeting on the bottom like 1/2 inch or 3/4. And then that's still going to leave enough room to put another bin in underneath this one if you wanted to. Or if you want to pull these out, then you have more room height-wise for something taller. So hopefully that helps somebody. I just use deck screws, T25s, I think they are. And these are 10 by 3 inches long. Number 10s, 3 inches long. Deck screws. The second one's going to be a lot easier. I'll tell you that much. We did it. All right, build some tops. All right. An angry beaver cut it. Look at that, we got it all done. Got these all screwed in, tops, bottoms. Got the phaser in here that we towed in. So yeah, just need to kind of go through some stuff. Got a big mess here to go through. But yeah, fun fact, today is my mom's 70th birthday, so if you want to say happy birthday to my mom, that'd be pretty sweet. Well, it's probably not today, because today is probably yesterday or a week ago, or who knows. But today is, but not today. Anyway, I think that's all we got for this episode. I'm going to be here a couple more days, and probably do some stuff inside the cabin, so maybe that'll be on the next video. But thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.